Hi everyone, welcome to the Love Safety Net.
I'm Kim.
And I'm Steve, and today's week 4 of this 8-week course in emotional intelligence. And today we'll be talking about false pride, guilt and shame.
Yes, by the end of today's class, we hope that you'll have a really clear idea of the dangers of false pride to yourself and also to the people that are close to you. And also maybe possibly just how valuable the emotions of guilt and shame can actually be.
And it seems that every day there are more pills and potions and programs offered to us to become richer, more attractive, and to solve all of our problems in life. But hiding in these 3 very unpleasant emotions are the true answers to most of our unhappiness and dissatisfaction with ourselves and our lives.
So, we'll get straight into clearing the slate and look at what bad ideas we're going to tackle today. So, from our booklet here, today what we're going to tackle is, or what we're going to challenge, is the idea that life is a competition and that we'll achieve success from proving that we're superior to others. Okay, this is a really, really prevalent idea. We get it right through school. It's really who gets the best grades, and if we make mistakes and we're wrong, there's all kinds of punishments, isn't there? We really want to tackle this one and take this one apart. But first, I think what I'd like to do is, I've made a little bit of a list here of some of the things that we can actually be led to believe from this idea that we need to be superior to be successful. And what I've written down here is that we can think that it means we'll be rewarded, that we'll be respected, that we'll be loved, that we'll be admired, that we will be looked up to and so be able to boss other people around. We can also be led to believe that we'll be able to get people inferior to us to do the dirty jobs we don't want to do. And even that we won't have to share.
This all sounds like school stuff, Kim. It all sounds like stuff that was really reinforced in school. I mean, you know, I'm just looking over your shoulder, looking at all that.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, maybe not in a direct way, but in a subconscious way.
Yeah. And I mean, I think that most of us are guilty of some of that if we are honest enough to admit it.
I'm guilty of all of them. No doubt.
Okay.
Tick everyone.
So, on the other hand of this, we can also be misled into thinking that if we fail or are proven wrong or make a mistake, that we'll be rejected, I've gone straight for the big one there, rejected. That we could be insulted or humiliated. We might be sacked from our job. We might be punished in some way, or even hit or hurt in other ways. I know they don't have the cane in school anymore, but they even did when I was still at school.
Yeah, we had the cane, we had the belt, it was a belt.
Yeah, you make a mistake and you know, you really might get it, you know. So I think this idea is pretty common and it's pretty prevalent, and I think most of us have grown up with this idea. But let's look at this and let's see if this is really the truth. What do you think? Do you think this is really the truth?
Well, I think that we've got a very basic grounding in all of that. We all think that being more superior than someone else is going to put us ahead. Just popping into my head now, I'm thinking of things like, you know, people that play the stock market, for instance. Okay, a lot of people that we know, and here in Australia and in the wealthier countries, they play the stock market, and it is all about just getting ahead and being better and being more clever. And that's one. And I mean, we're all, you know, Australia's a really big sports mad place.
Yep.
We've just had the Commonwealth Games, which is kind of the Olympic Games for the British Commonwealth countries. And the media kind of goes, yes, we've got another gold, and everyone's a hero for being better and better. So it's reinforced on a lot of levels. And I think if we even consciously thought about ticking off, if we could consciously look at all of the times that we are being reinforced with that. It would be every day, every hour, throughout our day, in our, just not with the media as well, but then it gets through into our institutions as well, and that's why we mentioned schools there. So I agree that it's a problem, and that's why it's on Clear the Slate.
Yeah, I think it would probably be nearly every hour, especially if you, even without watching TV, just walking down the street, you know, seeing headlines of newspapers and magazines.
We've got a show, sorry Kim, I just jump in. We've got a show at the moment, the biggest show in Australia at the moment is MasterChef, and it's actually about chefs being better than other people, other chefs, which is kind of weird, you know, because if it tastes good, you know, eat it.
And how much better can one meal really be than another meal? Anyway, I really want to unpack this one because, you know, this one it's really tough, and it can really lead to some incredibly stupid thinking and to some incredibly stupid behaviour that I think, if we're honest, we'll all actually admit that we've probably been guilty of at some stage. I mean, so I've written here, so you've got here in your booklets, I've said, what does being superior mean anyway? You know, when are we going to get the reward? What's going to happen? Someone's going to walk in and say, hey, you really finally proved yourself the best, and so all this great stuff's going to happen for you now. You know, has that ever happened to you?
No. Well, no, but for the person that won MasterChef, it happened.
for a short little...
Yeah, for a moment on national television. Yeah. But that was one person, you know, per year.
Yeah, it's
you know,
kind of...
But then they have a terrible life after that because they can't handle the fame.
Okay.
So yeah, but I mean, there is no judging panel. Yeah. That's what you're saying, isn't it? There is no real judging panel that says, hey, well done, shake your hand. Yeah. You're going to be successful and fantastic from now on.
For those of us who are never going to make it to the Olympics or the finals of MasterChef, you know, in our day-to-day lives, you know, how useful is this really? And, you know, is it really that bad for us to make a mistake or to, you know, find out that we've done something wrong or...
And how seriously do we tend to, if we're not thinking about it, how seriously do we take ourselves that we feel stupid about making mistakes? You know, making a mistake can be the best thing for you to do.
Yeah. So at the extreme, you know, and you don't actually have to go very far into this to get to this extreme, unfortunately. But, you know, we'll find ourselves, and you see other people doing it really quite often, putting other people down who they actually really like and want to impress, because they're just scared that they're perhaps inferior to the other person. So, oh no, if they realise that I'm not better than them, they might reject me, or they might not want to be my friend anymore. So, you know, I better put them down. You know, have you ever been guilty of that? I know I have.
Yeah, I have.
Blushing.
Yeah, I think it's we often you know, we are often putting other people down for fun as well. Yeah. But really underneath it all, it is that same fear. You know, even if we are putting someone down and trying to make light of it, it is still based on that same fear that perhaps we feel inferior. We
have teenage boys now, so we see a lot of this. You know, them putting each other down because that's just because they've got to prove who's better than each other, because something good's going to come of that. Now, I really wonder how much good actually comes of us putting other people down, or if that actually makes people want to like us any better, or be a friend, or make people want to give us a job.